Love Hotel star reveals the status of her romantic life after appearing on the show. Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Gizelle Bryant recently appeared on Bravo's dating show, Love Hotel. In it, she and three other Housewives stars spent weeks searching for love while in Mexico. Now the show is over, and the RHOP star is revealing the latest on her romantic life. Notably, Love Hotel also features Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Ashley Darby. Additionally, Real Housewives of New York star Luann de Lesseps and Real Housewives of Orange County fan favorite Shannon Beater were also on the show to find love. Actor Joel Kim Booster hosted the show, which currently has only one season. However, it seems likely that Bravo will greenlight future seasons of the series. Gizelle Bryant talks Love Hotel. Gizelle Bryant was recently on an episode of the Reasonably Shady podcast. As fans know, she hosts it with former Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Robin Dixon. Gizelle said, "So guess what? Love Hotel is over." She continued, "I picked my person. His name is Theo. Theo lives in New York. I picked him over Phil because Phil was a little older." Gizelle then explained what happened after, saying, "Me and Theo had made plans to do Halloween together because I'm always in New York. Theo lost his phone, and then he stopped communicating to me." She went on to say that after not having communication with Theo from Love Hotel, she was ready to move on. She and Robin then speculated and joked that he may have had a family back home and only went on the show for attention. She says they haven't spoken since October. Shannon Beater has ideas for the show's second season. As mentioned, in addition to Gizelle Bryant, Shannon Beater also appeared in Season 1 of Love Hotel. The Real Housewives of Orange County star was recently in an interview with Decider and revealed who she'd like to see look for love on the potential second season of the show. She said, "I think that it would be fun to see people from other types of Bravo shows be on it." Shannon continued, "I think Lala Kent would be great on the show, and Paige DeSorbo." The host chimed in and said how fun they would both be on the show. Notably, Lala is from Vanderpump Rules, and Paige recently left Summer House. There is also speculation that Paige DeSorbo could be added to the cast of The Real Housewives of New York. After weeks of passion, heartbreak, and enough rose petals to rival a wedding planner's fever dream, Love Hotel wrapped its first steamy season with fireworks, literal and emotional. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling, the champagne runs dry, and the lovers leave the fantasy suite behind? For fan favorite contestant Marina D'Angelo, life after the luxurious Tokyo-based love experiment has been anything but a return to normal. The Italian-American lingerie designer turned reality TV sensation sat down for an exclusive post-show interview, giving fans a peek behind the velvet curtain of what really went down and what didn't. After the lights dimmed on Love Hotel. Life inside the Love Hotel. On screen, Marina quickly emerged as a fan darling. With her husky voice, no-nonsense attitude, and cascading chestnut curls, she brought a romantic intensity to the show that viewers couldn't get enough of. Her chemistry with brooding Swedish musician Leif was electric and volatile. "I came in thinking this was just a weird detour from real life," she said with a wry laugh. "I didn't expect to actually feel anything." And feel she did. From their moonlit soak in the rooftop onsen to their tearful confrontation in the infamous Room 7, dubbed the Confession Suite by fans, Marina and Leif's journey had all the elements of a K-drama meets Euro art film. But despite their explosive connection, the finale saw them parting ways, choosing self-love cards instead of coupling up. What we had was real, but it wasn't enough. So where do things stand now? "I won't lie and say I haven't thought about him," Marina admitted, sipping an oat milk latte in her Brooklyn apartment, where she's resumed designing her lingerie line VELVETO. "What we had was real, Marina, but it wasn't enough to intoxicating in the best and worst ways." She described their post-show attempts to keep in touch as doomed from the start. Texting across time zones, trying to meet in random countries between photo shoots and tours, It felt like we were clinging to a dream instead of building a life. She said they haven't spoken in months. Not out of anger, but acceptance. Sometimes someone comes into your life to awaken something in you. That's what Leaf did, but I don't think he was meant to stay. Romantic life now, surprisingly still. Though fans had hoped for a surprise reconciliation, Marina made it clear that she is currently single and happy about it. My romantic life is surprisingly still, she said with a smile. And that's actually refreshing. She describes her current phase as a deliberate pause. No dating apps, no mysterious flings, just reconnecting with herself. You know, Love Hotel forced us to ask the big messy questions about love, vulnerability, trust. Now I'm actually taking the time to live the answers. That said, she hasn't closed the door completely. I'm open to love, but it has to meet me where I'm at. I'm not chasing fairy tales anymore. What the show didn't show you. Marina also revealed that much of what viewers saw was a carefully crafted version of reality. They edited out so much of the quiet moments, the long conversations, the friendships, the growth. It wasn't all hot tubs and stolen kisses, she said. One of the closest bonds she formed was actually with another female contestant, Junie, an art therapist from Seoul. Junie and I would sneak into the garden after hours and talk for hours about life, motherhood, abandonment, everything. That kind of intimacy didn't fit the romance drama narrative, but it was just as powerful. Marina laughed, recalling the infamous mochi-making scene where Leaf fed her a rice cake and the internet exploded with memes. I was hangry. I didn't even realize how sensual it looked. That whole thing was accidental chemistry. Would she do it again? The question every fan wants to know. Would Marina return for Love Hotel, Season 2, or any other dating show? Never say never, she said slyly. But if I do, it'll be on my terms. She elaborated that she's more interested in hosting or producing rather than being the one searching for love. I want to explore the why behind people's choices in love, not just live them on screen. Still, she admits the show was transformative. It cracked me open. I had to face versions of myself I'd buried under years of performing independence. Love beyond romance. More than anything, Marina wants people to know that love isn't just about romance. One of the greatest gifts Love Hotel gave me was redefining love. Love is letting someone go with grace. It's having an honest conversation with your fears. It's knowing when to choose yourself without apology. In the months following the finale, Marina launched a podcast titled Unfolded, where she speaks candidly about intimacy, creativity, and healing. The first episode, titled After the Hotel, premiered to rave reviews and trended on Spotify's relationship category within days. She's also started working with domestic abuse survivors, using her lingerie brand as a platform for empowerment and storytelling. I want women to feel desired and powerful, not for someone else, but for themselves. That's the kind of love I'm interested in now. Final thoughts: healed, not hardened. As our conversation wound down, Marina offered a final reflection. I didn't leave Love Hotel with a man. I left with something better, clarity. For the first time, I know what I deserve. I'm not bitter. I'm healed, not hardened. She smiles, soft but certain. And that, to me, is the real love story. Whether Marina finds her forever partner tomorrow or 10 years from now, one thing is clear. She's rewriting the rules of romance, one silky thread at a time. And the world? Well, we're all still checking in.